recently finished this book, which is super messed up, but is also based on one of the most infamous true crime stories. Orpheus Builds a Girl by Heather Parry. This is about a ex-Yahtzee German doctor named Willem von Thor, who's convinced that he can bring life back to the dead and devotes his research to that cause. He's also convinced that his dead grandma showed him his future love in a vision. Persecuted for being German, he decides that he's going to falsify papers and move to Key West, Florida. Over in Cuba, Luciana, or Lucy, is living her average life with her parents and siblings until it's decided that the family needs to leave Cuba due to the revolution, and they go to Key West, Florida. Their paths collide when Luciana gets end-stage tuberculosis and Wilhelm happens to be working at the same hospital that she's at. He immediately latches onto her, convinced that she is that eternal love that he saw in a vision. Lucy's family don't have money for her treatment, but Wilhelm kindly offers to treat her for free. He will be doing his own experiments on preserving human life. His treatments don't seem to be working, and she gradually regresses, but somehow in the midst of all this, he makes her his wife. Lucy ends up dying from tuberculosis. However, Wilhelm is convinced that he can bring her back by preserving her body. So he ends up robbing her grave, preserving her at his house, and living with her, doing things to her as if they were husband and wife. Really, with this book, you're actually getting two books in one. We start off with Wilhelm's story, and it ultimately shifts back and forth between Wilhelm and Gabriella, who is Lucy's sister. It's through these perspective switches that we really get to see the discrepancies in Wilhelm's story and just how mentally unstable he really is. Wilhelm says Lucy gave him her grandmother's ring as a token of love and marriage. Gabriella says she heard Lucy beg him to take the ring as payment so he would leave them alone. This book is based off the true story of Karl Tenzla and his victim Maria Elena Milagros de Ojos, who he likely poisoned, then preserved, and lived with for 7 years, unbeknownst to her family. Despite how graphic this book is and how it's based off such a harrowing true story, there are actually some really beautiful anecdotes regarding life as an immigrant and family dynamics. In one part, Gabriella says, "English soon was a secret language for us kids because we knew if we spoke it fast and under our breath, Mama would never understand, so we used it more and more, and Mama spoke less and less." If you can stomach it, I recommend you read this book or go and read the actual true story. I normally assign a song to a book that I read, but with memoirs or books that are sensitive such as this, I do not. Bye!